So Professor Jan Gehl, thank you very much for having us here to visit you today at your offices in Copenhagen. As a founder and director here at Gehl Architects, you're famous the world over, in fact, for creating urban centres and urban environments that are conducive to active living and healthy living. So it's great to have you involved in our week on NCDs. Prof Gehl, for the first time, more than 50% of the world's population live in urban centres. How healthy are, in fact, our cities?
What I worked most with is the fact that we have made, for many years, in the Western world at least, we have made cities which are inviting people to be inactive, or may even preventing people to be active at all. And the 50 years of cheap petroleum have led to all these suburban areas where you need and you must go in a car or you can't get nowhere. And even if you walk for a kilometer this way or the other way, you don't get anywhere. So we have really made cities which forces upon people to do their mobility passively. And actually we have to a high extent made cities where you act passive in the morning, passive during transport, passive all day, passive during transport, and passive while watching television in the evening. And this is the background why quite a few cities have now made specific policies saying that in this city we'll do whatever we can in existing and new areas to have people walk and bicycle as much as possible in the course of their daily doings. It's not about having a lot of facilities for Saturdays and Sundays, because they realize that the trick really is that it's part of the daily routine. And that is why there is a distinct pattern about squeezing the new city districts more together so that you can walk. And also changing from everybody having 4 rubber wheels, one in either corner, to a system where it is linked with public transportation, and then you walk or bicycle to the public transportation. Copenhagen is such a city who has such a distinct policy. They have a policy from 2009 saying we will be the best city for people in the world. Everybody shall walk more, shall frequent the parks more, shall frequent the squares more, because that's good for the air, that's good for the social health, that's good for social cohesion, and that's good for safety, and that's good for your health. And they have another policy from 2011 that Copenhagen shall be the best city in the world for bicycling. That's good for everything also. And they have actually achieved quite a few of these things already, and they are very adamant in the new areas and the existing areas to make sure that walking and bicycling is an option, and even a first option. We know that what happens in a city, we have this saying that first we form the cities, but then the cities form us. And we know that if we invite a certain behavior, we have a great influence on that behavior developing. For many years, we have added more roads and more streets and added more asphalt, and the result has been more traffic in cars. But also now we found out that if we instead make more bicycle lanes, we have more bicycling. If we make better conditions for walking, and that's not only a good footpath, but that's also that you have reasonable distances to walk, and that they are climatically somewhat protected, and they are interesting and a good architectural quality, so that it's a pleasure to walk. Then we have more people walking. In Copenhagen city center, they have now over 50 years had a program of gradually reducing the traffic and making people walk more. And we have proven beyond doubt that more and more walking is taking place. And also more and more staying, enjoying, sitting around, listening to music or having a cup of coffee, whatever. All this we can find that because they've improved the conditions for people, there are more people and they're doing a lot of nice people things, including just doing a lot of transport, walking. And we have also for a long time increased the number of bicycle lanes and increased the safety on going in bicycles, and have seen this phenomenal upsurge of biking, so that now 37% of all commuting in Copenhagen is done by bicycles. They have this goal of 50% before 2025. And so to me, we can really make city planning so that people walk and bike much more. And that should be done every day, not only on Sundays. Because this, that it's an option on the Sundays, that's very close to having fitness centers where everybody is supposed to go twice a week. But if you look at your whole span of life and all your good intentions, you never went there twice a week. Even in the best period, there you are busy and you have little children and you have a broken leg, and there are endless explanations. So some freaks go there very frequently, but the majority doesn't. And that's why we have to build into the way we build the cities that you move. Also, I know that obesity is not the major killer of people, that is inactivity. So these policies is to help people be more active in their daily doings.